You ready, kids?
Yeah, she's just finishing the
Yeah.
sweet.
You have to say I can't say no. She eating a biscuit. We'll wait. We'll wait for Peanut to stop eating a biscuit.
2,000 years later.
Hello again. Today we are going to be doing a tier list of my clowns. That is my clowns ranked. Here we have some of my clowns, only 14 of my clowns. I'm going to be ranking them based on how much I like them for starters, and on how confident I am that I could actually replicate this look, because I did get quite a lot of help with some of my clowns. So having to redo them again on my own is a little bit nerve-wracking. I am going to have to redact a couple of my clown names because I fear that they are just a little bit too cheeky for YouTube. Now I did try, albeit briefly, to research how these tier rankings actually work. I noticed it S to, I can't remember which letter it was. But anyways, it just struck me as being a bit stupid. I didn't really like how it was set out. So I made my own one. It's got 14 different tiers on it for 14 different clowns, and also I ran out of colours because like green is the best and then you go down to red, which is supposed to be the worst, and then I ran out of colours and I was like, we'll just do the pinks and the purples and the blues as well, we'll just have all the colours. But it's my channel, so I can do whatever the fuck I want, and if you don't like it, just hong on. I'm gonna start off with the first clown that I ever did. I'm lying actually, I just remembered, it's not my first clown. I did a clown previous to this, but this was the first clown that had a name. That's important, because this clown was the start of like all the other clowns coming into being, you know? They all got created one by one after this. This was before I actually owned any kind of face paints, and like I've said in videos before, I didn't actually do makeup before doing clown makeup. So the actual makeup that I did have even before buying clown supplies was so minimal. It was like an old, crusty, dusty eyeshadow palette, and then I can't even remember what I originally painted the nose on with because I didn't have face paint, but it could have been anything. Don't even trust what I put on my face. This clown is actually got to be my favorite. I feel we're gonna have to put this clown at number 1 because the makeup is a bit crusty and a bit dusty for this clown. It's really hard to put on because actually getting the colour to be that pigmented on your face from eyeshadow, like especially around here, it's very difficult. But this clown is the cheekiest clown, the funniest clown, the clown that always puts a smile on our faces. This is the clown who doesn't judge, the clown who's always there, the clown who serves the people, gives them what they want, don't ask any questions, you know? It's a good clown. Next up, we've got the second clown character with a name I think I created. Also redacted, unfortunately. I swear I can share some of these names with you. This clown was the second clown that I ever did that had an actual name, and it also was pretty terrible. The wig was terrible. I didn't know how to style it. I didn't know how to make it not look completely like a cheap piece of shit, because that's what it was. I tried to hide it by putting 2 holes in a beanie and sort of like squanching the hair, squanching the hair through the beanie, and it just looked absolutely stupid. I kind of dislike this clown. This is gonna go like right to the end, but I'm not gonna put it at number 14 because I feel like it might not be the worst. We'll see. We'll have a deep think about it. Yes, I said deep, and dig a deep hole and live in it like a mole. This clown I've done 3 times. The first 2 times I didn't do the makeup myself, and then the third time I did actually do the makeup myself, which was really difficult because you have to get all of those black features onto the white face paint just without getting any extra pigment anywhere. If you fuck it up, it's like so much harder to hide because of the black and white, like the contrast. It's just really difficult to cover up your mistakes afterwards, and I make a lot of mistakes that I have to be shadily covering up behind me, you know? I gotta cover my tracks. Everyone's always like, oh, your makeup's so good, and I'm just there spending 4 hours nitpicking the fuck out of all the little bits trying to cover up my mistakes. Hi. Anyway, the one time I did try to do this clown on my own, it was not very impressive. It wasn't a bad bash, but it was pretty terrible, yeah, not gonna lie. I'm going to put Hush the Mime at number 7, just as some kind of mid-ground, because I'm not quite sure right now. Next up is Cutie the Clown. This is the clown that I am right now, although I've had quite a few different hairstyles and different colours. It's all pretty much the same clown. It's my favourite one to do because it doesn't require much fine line work or drawing shapes on the face. The main feature is just kind of the blush, so you kind of just pop it on there and just bam, clown. Huey's got to be number 2. It's the go-to clown, it's the OG clown, it's the clown that feels most like me. All of my clowns have characters. This one feels the most like myself, like I'm not putting anything on to be entertaining or whatever. I am genuinely just an idiot. Okay, this one's not even really, I wouldn't even count this because it's a fucking, I did a Harley Quinn cosplay. People kept asking me to do cosplays all the time, begging me to do cosplays, and because I'm not a fan of many things, like I've seen things in passing, but I'm not knowledgeable about different characters and stuff that people are asking me to cosplay, so I've always said no, up until a point where somebody asked me if I would do a Harley cosplay, and I thought, well, I've not seen all of the media relating to Harley Quinn, but you know, she's a fairly popular character. I feel like everybody has like a good idea who she is. I'm not really a fan of the portrayal of mental health by this character in the Suicide Squad movie, but I did like Birds of Prey because that was some top tier feminist shit and it was pretty badass. Badass women fighting dudes and kicking dicks. Kick him in the balls! So this one doesn't even really count, right, because it's not a creation of mine, it's like a cosplay of another character, but I'm still gonna count it because I have to rant about how much I actually hate this cosplay. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it so much. I honestly think it has to be the last one on the list. I think it has to be the worst one because the original design, it had white paint, because I know that from the reference picture that I was sent, she was looking kind of pale, but she wasn't looking like white-faced clown, you know? So I tried to mix the white foundation with a bit of like a regular foundation and try and make it a bit less bright, but the white is just so bright and it looked kind of weird. I didn't think it looked Harley enough, and I don't know, the design of it, so the clown is contoured and I don't know why, but it just made me feel so blokish. It made my face feel so rectangle. I just hated it. I prefer to have that round squishy look, you know? It's my vibe. I don't want to be all like goosh, goosh, you know? I don't want to be all like goosh, goosh, goosh. I did try to do it without any white face paint at all, but then it just didn't even look like I was trying to cosplay anything or be a clown or do anything, and it was kind of dumb. This is Footsie. I'm gonna put Footsie somewhere near the middle just because I've only done this clown once. I did do the makeup myself and I was pretty proud of that, and I do actually really like the look of this clown, but I have only done it once, so I don't really have enough time to get into the character and get like a feel for what this clown was all about, you know? This is Cuckles. Cuckles is the boss of everything and just complete confidence and power. We like Cuckles. Cuckles is one of the best clowns. It's gonna go at number 3. Cuckles is one of the OG clowns and it's one of my favourites, but I might have to move Cuckles down just based on the fact that I don't think I've ever done this makeup without help. So probably not going to be able to replicate that very easily. I'm going to have to slide you down there. Okay. Bim, I did replicate the other day on my own as well, but it was really difficult. It was really difficult to do Bim, especially when the original design has been done in somebody else's style. I'm not too good at the fine little details, especially when I'm panicking about getting it done on time. And then when I'm trying to recreate someone who's got better practice than me, I'm trying to recreate their little dainty design that they've done for me. And you can tell that it's a lot more chunky, thick version of the design. If I put this Bim next to the old Bim, the original Bim, you would see how much longer and thicker these spikes have actually gotten on the face. This clown could definitely be number 3. This is Smudge. It is just literally a smudge clown. I just smudge stuff. I just beep beep bap the paint on the nose. I don't even use brushes for this clown. It's a very finger-centric clown, a very finger accentuated. Somebody help me. I did wonder how the smudge clown would look on a white base, so I'm going to be trying that out soon. Okay, the August Clown. I can't even remember the name I gave to this one because time flies and I can't remember things after time has passed. This is my August Clown that I have done myself terribly a few times, but this actual good one here that you're seeing, it wasn't done by me. So although this is one of the most classic, one of the most beautiful, the most satisfying clowns, a little bit French, a little bit wee. It's gonna have to go somewhere near the bottom because ability to replicate actually is so low on that one. So low. Oh my god, it's getting so close. Okay, this is it. There's 4 clowns left. We're literally so close to coming. This clown is really good looking. It needs some improvements because it's a bit rough around the edges, but I feel that with improvement, this could be one of the top tier clowns, even though it is one of the newer ones that doesn't really have much of its own personality yet. A lot of my named clown characters that have their own personality traits and characteristics are usually not having noses. I just wanted the noses to be left out of the character clowns so that I could recreate my clowns, you know, like how I said that this clown is more like myself and the others are kind of like their own people. So the noses are saved for default clown looks. If at some point I do have enough money to buy a different nose for every single one of these clowns, I'm going to, but it's just not. It's not foreseeable, my friends. It is not foreseeable at all. So this clown needs some improvements, but it could be one of the top tier ones. I'm going to select that at number 4, baby. This is Sneezy. Sneezy is a bit of a shit clown, to be honest, because obviously the idea of this clown is that the clown is Sneezy, but you've got red face paint on the nose, so when you sneeze into a tissue, it looks like a fucking nosebleed, and it's terrible. Nobody even liked it, not even me. And something has to be done about this clown, but I've been ignoring it. I literally pushed Sneezy to the back of my mind and completely forgot about Sneezy. Sneezy's gonna have to be number 13. We're getting seriously low ranks here. And the fucking, oh my god, I don't even know if I can say this, but the wig for Sneezy is long, straight hair, and it just is shiny and it gets tangled really easily in things, and I have nipple piercings, and trying to pull the hair out of my nipple piercings all the time, it hurts, it just hurts like a bitch. Okay, so I've left myself with 2 clowns here, and then I've got 2 spacers which are pretty far apart from each other. We've got number 5 and spacers for number 10 left, so we might have to do some switching things around a little bit here. So we've got 2 clowns left, and we've got 2 spacers which are pretty far apart, number 7 and number 11. This is the ringleader, and this is not makeup that's ever been done more than once, I believe. Oh, it's been done twice, but neither times was it done by me. So this is going to have to get one of the lower ranking ones because ability to replicate, fairly low. Do you know how hard it is to actually get 2 even spirals on your face, like drawn by hand? It's so fucking hard. And if you make a mistake on the white foundation, you fucked it, which is why I got so upset and went to bed yesterday, just because I fucked up my eyeliner. And you know the thing where you fix one and you fix the other and you fix the other until they just get bigger and bigger. It was already at the point after like a few swipes of my brush, a few fateful swipes of my eyeliner brush. I knew at that point that it was too late. The shape of the eyeliner was already so fucked up and uneven that in order to have evened it out, I would have had to do some serious panda eyes, raccoon eyes, I don't know whatever the fuck I call it, but I don't want like big emo ass eyeliner. No offense to anybody who does, it's just not my jazz, baby. And that leaves this clown at number 7. This clown has been recreated by me. It wasn't designed by me. It has been recreated by me, and I fucked it up. See, there's like blue down here, and then blue up there, and then purple down here, and purple up there, and my eyebrows, you know, they're like mismatched. And when I recreated the clown, I did blue on the bottom, purple on the top, purple on the top. And I didn't realise until it was already time to get on what we were getting on with, and it pissed me off so bad. It was pretty terrible, but it could be rectified. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this ranking of all of my clowns, and I'm excited to see how my clown characters develop and grow. Hopefully we can make some improvements to these clowns, maybe get some better wigs.
Do you wear wigs?
No, I do not.
Have you worn wigs?
No, I have not.
Will you wear wigs?
Maybe.
When will you wear wigs?
Maybe get some noses for these clowns, maybe clean up the techniques a little bit and actually learn a bit more about makeup instead of just absolutely procrastinating on doing any research, guessing what to do and then getting really upset when I don't know how to do something, because knowing how to do stuff and knowing how to do stuff well takes time.